What's up, everybody? It's been a bit. Happy to see you here. It is Friday, September 19th, 2025. And yeah, we're doing a stream again. I'm all set up. Here we go. Real quick, this is a brand new streaming setup for me. If you don't know, and I'll talk about this a little more a little bit later, I have moved. So this is a brand new setup. Took a long time to get everything here and get everything together. And today is going to kind of function as a test for the audio, the video, the internet signal, everything. So hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, I kind of expect that and I'll adjust. And yeah, so you guys are here on my my test run through. Happy to see you guys. I have a couple of announcements before I get started with the game, but I will be playing a couple of member setups for people at the Mastermind level who've been patiently waiting for me to get to these two setups over at coffee.bigaltopgames.com. At that level, I will play one setup of your design a month. And hopefully everything looks good and sounds good to all you guys. And I'm going to give some updates in the Discord, I think, a little later. But real quick, yeah, so over the past couple of months, I'm moving. I moved out of state. It was a whole thing. I never want to do that again. It was a lot of work. So I'm happy to see you guys back and get your support. But I never really talked about why I moved. For one, I'm in a bigger place now, so I've got a dedicated streaming setup, which is awesome. But the second thing is I moved because I am going to graduate school. I haven't really talked about that, and I'm very excited. It's going to be a big change for me in my life, and I don't quite know how my schedule is going to be yet. I know I'm going to be facing a lot of work and a tough schedule, so I don't know. I have to let the dust settle and figure out what my flow is going to be as the months go on. So as far as weekly streams and things like the Randomizer League, I can't commit to anything like that yet. I will have to get back to you once I figure out what my flow is going to be in my life. But I'll definitely be streaming again. I'll be bringing these member streams too. I want to do some more arcade streams because I haven't done an arcade stream since I built the scripted version that scales Mastermind and Scheme difficulty. So I want to try that. Thank you guys, very, very kind in the chat. So I'll get back to you on that info. I do have good news for you on the tournament though. There will be a fall 2025 Bagel Talk Games tournament. And this tournament is going to be run entirely by our friend Kyla. You'll be seeing an announcement on the Discord on that very soon. I've been spending a lot of time setting up all the behind the scenes to make it real easy for Kyla to do all the stuff you need to do for the tournament. So Kyla's going to be running the thing, designing all the setups, assigning the pods. It's a lot of work, so please give him your respect on that. I'll be there if I need to take care of any emergency troubleshooting, but otherwise he's going to be running the entire thing. So very exciting. Stay tuned for an announcement in Discord on that. I also, yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say right now. We know that things have been pretty slow when it comes to new Legendary Marvel releases. Fingers crossed like all of you guys and hoping that there's good news coming in the future in that respect. Otherwise, I will get right to the Legendary that we are playing today. Yeah, so the first setup today is going to be, you know, one of the things I love about Solo is that the hero deck is a lot more manageable. There's a lot less to deal with, but Mr. Giraffe, one of our Mastermind level members, didn't want to make that easy for me. So here's our first setup today. Let's see if I remember how to do any of this. I was doing a lot of work behind the scenes. All right. So the first setup today is go back in time and eat heroes' ancestors. So of course, Mr. Giraffe has to give me the 8 hero deck to start. So it's going to be Fang, Foom going back in time to slay heroes' ancestors, or eat heroes' ancestors in this case. We've got followers of Ronin for our villains, and we've got 4 randomly selected Ultron Sentries for our henchmen. And then all the heroes you see here: Cyclops, Deathlok, Fantomex, Gamora, Destroyer of Thanos, Morbius, Princess Shuri, Ronan, and Shang-Chi. Throwing me back in the deep end to make sure I remember how to do all of this. So you can see the setup at any time, put an exclamation setup. You'll end up on my challenges page on Legendary Leagues, and that is where I have put that. So enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and see if I remember how to do predictions. Thank you. I very much appreciate the kind things in chat. So I really do appreciate that. And all right, so let me start the predictions here. Let's see if I remember how to do that. How's this game gonna go? I'll leave that up for 5 minutes. No, I'll do 5 minutes. People like to come in late. How's this one gonna go? Yeah, I'll put the setup back up in a second. Predictions are open. Again, like I said earlier, this is my troubleshooting stream, so things may go horribly wrong. I was having the weirdest issue you probably won't care about with my frame rate dipping, but I think I fixed it. Okay, yeah, so the predictions are up for people who are watching on Twitch. For folks on YouTube, I don't have that for you, but all right, Kyla, looks like Kyla has posted the tournament update, the registration form. So yeah, if you want to play the tournament, go sign up. It's going to be a ton of fun, like it always is. I wonder if we can get over 150 people this time. Even more to stay. Okay, so let's go over our mastermind and scheme for this setup. And yeah, go sign up for the tournament if you're not doing anything else while you're waiting for this to finish. So our mastermind today, let me test up my close-up cameras and all that, is going to be Fang Foom, which means I have to press this button to say turn 1. All right, here we go. Yeah, might be delayed. Our mastermind is Fang Foom. He's got size changing all colors, which means that unlike Cosmic Threat, you want to have multiple classes, which works decently with this scheme, and gets -2 attack for each one you've played. Always leads Monsters Unleashed in a normal game, and Master Strike, demolish each player, then do it again for each Monsters Unleashed villain in the city and escape pile. Demolishing means you reveal the top card of the hero deck, and each player has to discard a card from their hand that has that cost, and then you do it multiple times. In this case, for followers of Ronan in the city and escape pile. So luckily, some of them are going to be artifacts, and that won't work here. That's funny. Are there? It sounds like there's kids in the room with that joke, but maybe that's just me. All right, and our scheme today is go back in time to slay heroes' ancestors. It's 9 twists, 8 heroes in the hero deck. Of course, twist: put a hero from the HQ next to the scheme, purged from the time stream. Special rules: whenever a hero is in the HQ whose hero name has been purged from the time stream, KO that hero. Evo wins when the hero deck runs out. I've got a little purge sign right here, and I'll be adding hero names to that, and maybe another layer underneath once some heroes start to get purged. So we'll see how things go. I don't have... so one thing I have to fix is the prediction overlay. But right now looks like it's... Most of you say lose on this one. Can't say I blame you on that. But let's go ahead and see my starters. Again, I have my starter cards here, and I've got some custom hero cards for some of the members that are helping out over on the coffee right there. Every little bit counts, helps all the behind-the-scenes stuff I constantly have going on the server and the streams and everything else. So I've got my starting hand ready, and as soon as the predictions are done, I'll fill up the HQ. I predicted to win. Do what you'd normally do and fail to give me points. I mean, I'm going to try to win the game. So, not in spite of you or anything. Let's go ahead and put the first 2 henchmen into the city. They don't have any ambushes. So, first it's going to be a strength sentry, and second it's going to be, oh, the other strength sentry. I try not to look at these before the game, so I had no idea. Yeah, thanks for signing up for the tournament, guys. Kyla's going to do a wonderful job, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun. So, these sentries all have empowered by strength. Empowered means they get +1 attack for each card in the HQ, hero in the HQ that matches that hero class. So we'll see how many show up. And then fight, KO one of your heroes. And we got 2 of them here. There's 2 random sentries in the villain deck as well. And I don't know who they are. A lot of gifted subs coming. I gotta go give some thanks in a second. That's a very warm welcome. I really do appreciate that. All right, how are we doing on predictions? Yeah, so if you didn't see the tournament sign up, Kyla has posted it. And I guess I'll mention while I'm waiting for that timer to go down, there's a few changes we're making to the tournament. Some very slight changes based on your votes from the previous ones. Thank you for voting on all the crazy stuff we have you vote on. So one of the changes, I think the biggest one, is that only heroes submitted for your submitted attempt will be restricted from you choosing again. It was kind of an overwhelming vote. Most of you guys wanted that. So that means if you choose Daredevil and Iron Man for your first game, and Storm and Black Panther for your second game, and you go with the second game, you can't use Storm and Black Panther anymore for future games, but you can choose Daredevil and Iron Man again because you didn't submit them for that attempt. Next, what was the other thing? Points will not be factored into the rankings until week 3, so that means week 1 and 2 can be built ahead of time by Kyla, give them some breathing room and fit in some more setups by people who won last time. And then the third thing is restrictions are being a little bit limited. What am I trying to say? No, less restrictive on restricting setups to only 4 sets per setup. We're going to use more sets per setup if we want to build that way, but we'll try to keep the hero pool somewhat limited. Like, we're probably not going to give you all the big boxes all the time because that can create some analysis paralysis with all the choices that you might have to pick from. Anyway, let's go back to the predictions. They're closed. Looks like 8 of you say I'm going to win this, and 4 of you say I'm going to lose this. It shifted over to the win. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's fill up our HQ, and then I got some thank yous to do. Yeah, the tourney is a lot of fun. I forget what number tournament this is, but we've done we have done the Swiss format for the last several, and it's very, very popular. So that's going to be the one that we're going to keep doing going forward. All right, so let's fill up our HQ, and I'll do some thank yous. So we're going to start with, okay, we got Princess Shuri's Vibranium Experiment starting the HQ. We've also got Optic Blast Cyclops. We've got X-Men United Cyclops. We got Fantomex's Sentient Bullets. Fantomex is going to be interesting here. And then Deathlok's Reanimate into Service. I don't think I've played this scheme solo before, so this is I'm only going to get 1 hero deck, 1 player deck, so I got to be careful with my builds, but I got some good stuff here. All right, I think I'm going to start the game shortly, but I got some thank yous to do because we got a hype train going. That is fantastic. All right, first, Jalt08, thank you so much with the 38 months with the Tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome back, Jalt, as well. Montax, thank you for 43 months. Boy, this feels great. Congrats on the transition. I hope it's going well. So far, so good. I really appreciate that. And I'll be playing your setup second, Montax. Dino Mike, thank you for 26 months of the Prime sub. Very kind of you. Winchwog, 14 months of the Prime sub. Thank you. And Kyla, thank you again for not only 27 months of subs, but running the tournament this time. I know how big of an undertaking it is. Very kind of you to do that for the community while I've got some other stuff going on. And said, woo, Bagel's going to be so busy. Yes. Blade Omicron, 2 months of the Prime sub. Excited to be a part. I'm excited you have a part too. Bolt Flashin, thank you for the Prime sub. Jigglyest Puff, thank you for 11 months of the Prime sub. And Jolt, thank you for the 5 sub gifts. I appreciate that. And Kyla, thank you for the 5 sub gifts. A very, very warm welcome back. I really feel the appreciation. It is very kind. One of the main reasons why I love doing this is all of you. So warms my heart. Very, very, very appreciative, and thank you very much. I'm going to pay that forward to this game and try to win and take down the dragon for all of you. Unless you voted no, in which case I'm still going to try to win, but we'll see what happens with you. All right. By the way, you can't see this, but as part of my new setup, I have a much more expansive screen right in front of me. So we got a lot of stuff open. I have the Discord open on the Bagel Top Live channel. So if you need to post links or anything like that, I will see them. It'll pop up right next to my screen. Maybe I'll do a tour of my new setup at some point. But anyway, we got a game to play. Let's go ahead and begin with turn number 1. My starting hand. Oh, I'll remind you that as far as channel points rewards, I have a reward called Rules Alert. And if you redeem that and I make a rules error, it'll make a big alarm sound. It'll stop everything and try to check for what it is. And if that was actually a valid rules error on my part, I'll refund your points. But if it's not, I won't, so be careful. Also, I have the wheel of promo cards disabled for now. I have some more work to do on that, and I'll have some news on that going forward in case you notice that's not available. All right, turn 1. Let's see what we're playing for the villain deck, and hopefully I remember how to do this. So, here we go. We got the 2 Sentries entering at the start of the game. Next, here we go. We're going to get our first scheme twist off the bat. That's how you know it's one of my streams. Okay, put it here from the HQ next to the scheme. Purge from the time stream. All right, folks, who am I purging before they even got a chance to do anything? And then I'll tuck a hero because I'm playing solo. So who's getting purged? I got 4 different heroes here. I really want to use Fantomex. He's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of different costs I'm going to be able to get, hopefully, with all these heroes. So I don't want to get rid of Fantomex. Deathlok is also very good thinning the deck. Works so well with Shuri. I don't want to get rid of any of these. If I get rid of Cyclops, that means his rare's gone right away. Wow. Yeah, all things are well. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who should I purge first? With the empowering, Shuri is a nice way to cancel out some of the Sentries. I want a lot of classes for Fang Foom. Shuri's so good, though. Oh, wow. The tough choice. I don't even do anything yet. Okay. I really like Deathlok. I would have tucked Cyclops if his rare wasn't here. So I think it's going to have to be between Shuri and Deathlok. Or maybe I should just suck it up and get rid of Cyclops. There's 7 other rares in here, and I'm going to be camming a lot of things. And it's not like I'm going to pick up X-Men United first. I think he's actually... Deathlok and Shuri work so well together. Is it crazy? My gut says actually get rid of Cyclops. Even though it'll get rid of his rare. There's 7 other rares here that'll come in. And this just might be sitting there until I have to KO him at all. So... Off the Cuff says, I like how this works narratively as if the inciting incident alerting our heroes that evil is afoot. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do a controversial thing, and I'm going to purge Cyclops from the time stream. He's always messing around with the timeline anyway. So let me update that. And I'm going to end up KOing him. One of the great things about my new setup is that the desk is really, really big. So I've got some room for stuff. Yeah, Cyclops knows what he did. Alright, Cyclops has been purged, so let's follow the rules. So I gotta put a hero next to the scheme, even though I'm listing it here. So Cyclops is over there. Let's refill. Now whenever Cyclops is in the HQ, KO that hero. So first thing I do in the game is KO a rare. There we go. And whenever Cyclops shows up again, he gets KO'd. He'll be back. That was uncomfortable. I didn't like doing that at all. And now I gotta tuck a hero. That costs 6 or less from the HQ thanks to solo rules. Who's that gonna be? Wield the Blade of Thanos is an amazing card. Misdirection is also a great card, and it's uncommon. I'd rather tuck a common, so one of these for... Gamora is a common, but there's only 3 of those. Drawing the card works well with Fantomex. I'm gonna go with... That's a great deck thinning card. I'm gonna tuck Princess Shuri's card. Maybe she'll ambush when I have some more stuff later. Okay, and I got Ronan. Now I can play the game. How about that? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit here. And, oh, by the way, one of the things I did on my break after I ended up unpacking a bunch of stuff is I watched all of season 2 and 3 of Invincible. Man, that show was good. Shocking to watch, but so good. I would love an Invincible Legendary, even though that would be a bit tongue-in-cheek for, you know, the whole reason Invincible exists. Alright, so with 4 recruit, I have a few options. I got Wield the Blade of Thanos, again, +1 attack, and then you get +1 attack for each card you drew this turn. Wonderful card, maybe not for the beginning of the game. I've also got Deathlok's Reanimate into Service, 2 attack. You may send a shield hero under cover from your discard pile of the KO pile. That's a tech trigger. And then we've also got 2 Fantomex cards that can recruit this turn before he gets purged from the time stream, which would be Misdirection, Weapon X Sequence. Again, Weapon X Sequence works by counting a string of cost in your hand. So if you have 0, 1, 2, 3, that's 4 points. You get 4 attack. I guess Encounters would work well for that show. When you draw a new hand this turn, draw an extra card, and then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. We've also got the Sentient Bullets with just Weapon X Sequence on it. I think I'm going to go with both Fantomex cards. Sounds fun to me. Yeah, I've been looking at the Invincible deck building game and also the Mistborn deck building game too, because I've read the first trilogy of that. I want to dive into some other deck builders too. I'm going to take Misdirection for 3. And then I got 1 recruit. I got Shang-Chi showing up. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Sentient Bullets card for the other 4. Yeah, so I'm excited to mix DC and Marvel Legendary. It's unofficially... what do you think about it? Okay, it's unofficially compatible from everything we've seen. It looks like, yeah, you can play them both together, mix everything up, it'll work just fine. It's okay. That's not thrilling. By the way, 2 attack, I can hit one of these sentries because they have empowered strength and there aren't any strength cards. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this one on the bank, fight KO one of the heroes. So let's go ahead and get rid of one of my no-name shield agents. I'll spare some of you guys for now. And that's it. Yeah, that's true. They do have crossover. So it makes sense. I saw some, I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw some panels from the Avengers Invincible crossover comic. All right, turn 2, here we go. We've got another Ultron Sentries, one of the 2 that's left in the hero deck, or the villain deck, empowered by Instinct this time. And there are a couple Instinct. So what I'm going to do is use some dice, keep track of stuff. So there's 1 Instinct right now, so they're going to be at 3, and I'll try to keep this updated as I go. Are you playing? I didn't catch this. Are you playing the game too, Monk Ismail, at the same time? Hey, Captain Matronica, thank you for the sub. I have to look at the stats so I can thank you properly. 21 months of the Prime sub. Very kind, and welcome to the stream. Thank you, thank you. It's good to be back. All right, that's not supposed to be there. This is a 3 and 3. Is that right? Didn't I have 4 recruit and 2 attack last time? Now I'm second guessing myself. I KO'd an agent, I had another agent, and I had 2 more agents. Yeah, this should be a 4 and 2. I guess as I pack stuff up, I might have messed things up. I gotta triple check what I've got. Oh no, I just put Montax on the wrong side. There we go. Okay, we're all good. Okay, so I've got 4 recruit once again. I gotta see what's gonna work with Fantomex. Now with Fantomex, I gotta keep in mind the costs that I've got. So what's cool is I can build a deck that has a variety of successive costs and classes for Fang, Foom. And I can weaken the Ultron Sentries. So I've got a range and a covert, and I've got a 1 and a 3. So if I take one of the best cards here, the Wield the Blade of Thanos, which works well with Misdirection, it draws a card and puts a card from my hand top of my deck. That counts as a card I drew this turn. And it's an instinct, not only going to give me another class and another cost, but it's also going to get rid of the empowerment for Ultron Sentries if nothing comes into its place. And Fantomex is a new hero. He's one of the newest, and he's a lot of fun, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Alright, and we explode Cyclops, because he's been purged. And it's another Wield the Blade of Thanos, so we're not going to depower the Ultron Sentries, unfortunately. So my 2 attack is only going to be able to be used towards the 1 in the bank, but because Cyclops got purged, I can actually take this out, and I will. And I'll take out another agent, but I should start getting rid of troopers. I'm going to lock myself out of recruit soon. Got to be careful with that. I'm noticing a little bit of dips when I run my effects, and that was kind of to be expected. I have a lot of optimization to do with my new setup. But I think I got a good starting deck so far. We'll see how many non-graves I get together. I really don't want to be demolished, though. Now, the thing about having a lot of different costs, it means demolish is more likely to hit. Unfortunately, that's the downside. Okay, I got a 4 and 2 with Gamora, who can't do her thing. That's very funny. All right, turn 3, what do we got? We have the Exelon Monks. Exelon Monks get +2 attack while another villain is commanding the followers of Ronin and fight KO one of her heroes. So one of the villains that are weaker when they're the only one of that group in the city, because they are commanding. So they're only at 3 attack, which would be great if I drew an extra card this turn, which I didn't. So speaking of buying potential, let's go ahead and get my 4 options. I got Mysterious Identity. As you play this card, you may choose a color and or a team icon. This card is that color and team icon this turn. I can take the second Wield the Blade of Thanos, give me some draw power, and let me hit something this turn if no instinct comes in. I've also got Authorized Lethal Force. Draw a card, shield level 1, you get +1 attack. It's not hard to get to shield level 1 if I have the other Deathlok card. And the card draw does help with Gamora. But I'm going to go ahead and take the other Wield the Blade of Thanos for now. It's such a good card, and it does work with what I'm doing. And I just depowered the Ultron Sentries, which is cool. So let's go back to the bank then, because I have my 2 attack to play. And we will KO one of my heroes. And, ooh, I really don't have a lot of recruit. So I'm going to actually get rid of a trooper, and unfortunately it's going to have to be Silver Fox this time. I'm sorry, Silver Fox. I hope your drum kit recovers. Otherwise I might be locked out of getting some expensive cards. Yeah, very attack-heavy HQ. I might have to get some officers soon. Look at how things are going. Okay, turn number 4 gives us Nebula, who gets +2 attack while she commands the followers of Ronin. Ambush. Nebula captures a villainous weapon from another city. Villain in the city. No, aren't any. Or captures an artifact from a player's control as a villainous weapon. Nope. If it doesn't already give a villainous weapon bonus, it gives +2 attack. So not only does she do nothing, but this is the perfect order. So the monks are commanding, which means they don't get a bonus. Nebula is not commanding, which means she doesn't get a bonus. Hopefully I can generate enough attack to take them out. And I have Weapon X sequence, but it's enough to hit Nebula, I think. I have 2 Weapon X sequences, actually. So my recruit first is 1 and 2. This new table is very slidey. It's very nice for my card. Just keep track of what I'm doing. So I got 2 recruit, and I'll play my grays 1, 2 here. And let's look at... Oh, I get to press the card and play button. Cool. So let's begin with Sentient Bullets. Oh, I realized what I said earlier about drawing new cards. That is at the end of this turn. So that doesn't work with Gamora at all. But that's okay. So Weapon X sequence. I have 0, 1. So my biggest sequence is 2, which means I get 2 attack. I'm pretty sure zeros count for this. Correct me if they don't. It's a new keyword, but I'm pretty sure they do. That's why this card costs 1, so you can bridge that gap. I need some 2 costs to make that even better. I got Misdirection, which is another Weapon X sequence. Same thing at 2 more attack. And then I got to remember, I can draw an extra card at the end of my turn when I draw my new hand, then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. So with 6 attack, that's a lot of attack for this stage in the game. I can get myself a 2-cost Deathlok, which is really good. 0 counts, so that's what I thought. What 0 doesn't count for is, well, those don't count for what if, but that's not what we're talking about. I'm going to start by recruiting Authorized Lethal Force. Worst case scenario, this just cycles through the deck, gives me an extra hero class and cost. So I'm going to go ahead and take it for 2. And we got Headlock in there. And for 6, I should probably hit Nebula, otherwise the... no, that won't change anything, but let's take out Nebula before she commands... If I fight the monks first, then she does command, and she's going to get powerful. And she would be at 6. But let's take her all we can. So taking her out for 4. And 2 attack left, but can't do anything there. Alright, so far, so good. I got the makings of something that can do something. Headlock is one of my favorite cards, and it gives me 3 recruit. So recruiting it would give me license to KO more shield agents. And it can send things undercover, thinning the deck more and increasing my shield level. So I hope to get that. There was some talk as we were rating heroes. What do you think the changes to Nick Fury's core set, hero set, is going to be in 2nd edition? I was kind of ambitious and said maybe he'll get some undercover shield level stuff, but written out in text, so you don't have to actually use the keyword. I don't know exactly if that's going to be the case or how that would work, but to be honest, it's probably just going to be more of a faithful version of his original set. Or maybe it says you can send them to the victory pile instead of KOing them. I can see that too. All right, turn 5. It's not going to have any keywords. All right, Master Strike. I think what's going to happen is the Battlefield promotion, or the one that can KO things, that can send them to the victory pile instead. All right, here we go. Demolishing time. Master Strike, demolish each player, then do it again for each followers of Ronan in a city and escape pile. So I demolished myself twice. So I have to reveal cards in the villain deck. First card is a 2 cost. I don't have any 2 costs. The second one is a 3 cost. They go to the bottom of the deck. And I don't discard anything thanks to the 1 cost Fantomex and all these grays. All these 0 cost. So I've got 3 recruit, 2 attack, and then Weapon X sequence, which is going to give me a couple more. Again, I have the sequence 0, 1, so that's 2 more attack. I'm at 4. And let's clear out that city. I got a KO. Fight KO one of your heroes. And I haven't taken Headlock yet, so I'm going to go ahead and get another Trooper out of there. Just to be safe. And for 3, I can get another Authorized Lethal Force. Or I can get Mysterious Identity. Or I can get an Officer. I do need the Recruit. You know what? I don't know. Something might be purged. I might get some Recruit. I'll get an Officer if I'm going to shuffle and I don't have enough Recruit. But so far I have a full deck. Mysterious Identity is so versatile. It's so good. So I'm going to take it for 3. One is sent to the victory pile instead of KO, then weaken its rare. Yeah. So that's why I don't know. The rare might have to change too. I think it might give that option though. And maybe the rare will use KO pile or victory pile so that you can do that even if you're not using undercover. Or maybe that would be too many changes. I don't know. But we'll see. Another 1 cost. I need more 2 costs. And I have enough 4 costs, I think. We just rated him. If you're not rating heroes with us, come to the Discord. Go to the tier list channel. We have been rating every single hero from A to Z. We just finished O with Old Man Logan. And we did Nick Fury recently. So you can check out the discussion and ratings on him. And I'm going to take all that data and put it into my number cruncher and give you some cool stats on which sets are the most fun and versatile and all that stuff. Good hand so far. Turn 6. Another twist. Someone's getting purged. Alright, so choices. Only 3 this time. Fantomex, Deathlok, and Shang-Chi. I'm pretty sure the choice is kind of obvious to me, unfortunately. I think I got it right to get rid of Shang-Chi, even though that's his uncommon. He doesn't really fit with what I'm doing. But, oops. Patrol your discard pile if it's empty. You get +2. I like his set. I'm not really going with that. So, I'm going to play the KO animation, but he's actually going to stack next to the scheme. So, Shang-Chi is purged from the timeline. There we go. That's really sad. So, let's see. Oh, another one. KO'd. This one gets KO'd. Actually, I'm trying to separate my cards out when I KO them, so it makes it easier to clean up. And Morbius, who I forgot was there, takes his spot. Now I got to do the tuck a hero that costs 6 or less. Who am I tucking? The 5 cost is going to be helpful for a Weapon X sequence. Also, Headlock has that. It's a tough one. I think I'm going to tuck Reanimate into Service. It's a great card. But there's more. Another Morbius comes up. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, I can play with my hand. I got some good stuff, so I'm going to start with this. This is cool. This is the cool part. With the Blade of Thanos, 1 attack. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to do that Fantomex effect at the end of my last turn. Or 2 turns ago, I think. And none of you caught it either, so I don't feel as bad. So 1 attack, and 1 attack, you get 1 attack for each card you drew this turn. So before I play that, I want to draw a card. Let's play Authorized Lethal Force. Let's draw myself a card. It's Misdirection, and then I don't have any shield level. So I'm going to stop there, but now I can, I'll try not to forget Misdirection this time. I got Misdirected from Misdirection. 1 attack, you get +1 attack for each card you drew this turn. I drew 1 card, so I get 2 total attack from that, putting me up to 3. The second Gamora does the same thing. I get 2 more attack. Playing my starters is going to be another attack and 2 recruit. And I got Misdirection here, which is Weapon X sequence. What's my sequence? I got 0, I got 3, I got 4. I got 2, 3, 4. I don't have the 1, so my Weapon X sequence is 2, 3, 4, it's 3. So I'm at 9 attack. That's a lot of attack from these 2. And I won't forget to do this time. I do want to modify this. So with 9 attack, unfortunately there's nothing to hit. So Fang Foom with a size changing, he gets -2 for each of those classes. So I've got Covert, Instinct, and Tech played. So we get -6. He's at 14, which is not 9. But it was fun to get that much attack, I'll at least say that. Choices, I can get Sentient Bullets or I can get Authorized Lethal Force. No, I don't have a shield level. I got 3 Ultron Sentries in my victory pile, as well as an Exelon Monk and Nebula. So neither shield nor Hydra cards there, unfortunately. I like drawing a card to power up Gamora. I like Fantomex's, yeah, this 1-cost card now, I'm getting like 2 or 3. I need more 1s to bridge that gap, because I have enough 2s now, so I'm going to actually pick up Sentient Bullets instead of Authorized Lethal Force for now, and see what pops up later. Okay, we got Morbius is Scalded by Sunlight. Not going anywhere. Alright. Good turn. Kind of wasted that attack, but that's fine. Hello everybody, so happy to see all of you here. In case you guys missed the updates from the beginning of the stream, I will have to give you updates later on the Randomizer League and stuff like that, and weekly scheduled streams as my schedule gets adjusted. Did I give myself an extra attack? It's okay. I was just feeling extra strong. But I'll be going back to streams doing stuff like this, and yeah, exciting stuff. Thank you. Well, I'm shuffling. So yeah, the Fantomex trigger here. I get 7 cards. And here's the card here to remind me. And then I gotta put one of these on top of my deck. So let's see, I gotta decide before the next turn which one I wanna put on top of the deck. Oh, I got a sequence of 2 and 3. Not a 1. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Recruit. I can pick up Scalded by Sunlight. I'd rather get 5 Recruit. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna keep all the Recruit, I think. And the chances I can get Headlocked by drawing a card with Deathlok. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna put Ronan on top of the deck, of all things. Let's see how that goes. Okay, turn 7. Another Master Strike. I might have to discard something else. Alright, luckily the city's clear, so I only have to demolish 1 in time. And the cost is going to be 2, unfortunately, so there goes my card draw. Deathlok gets discarded by himself. He demolished himself from the future. And I guess that's happened before. Well, there goes my Weapon X sequence. So, here's all I'm left with. Not much. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4 Recruit. And I'll play Misdirection. It'll only give me 1 attack for the sequence of 1. So, I guess I have to give it to myself because I have to play it to get the extra effect. And I get to modify my next hand. So I'm kind of glad I put Ronan on top of the deck. It couldn't really do much here. So I could take Morbius. It's going to require me to track Sunlight and Moonlight. To attack Sunlight, you may gain a wound. If you do, you get +2 attack. Moonlight, you may KO a wound from your hand or discard pile. If you do, you get +2 attack. Not really doing a wound-heavy thing. I already have 2 4 costs with Gamora. I don't have a lot of strength cards, though. My hunch is to take Lethal Force and a Sidekick, because that'll give me some more draw power to maybe hit the Mastermind. So I'm going to do that, and I'll take Morbius later if I have to. And, ooh, Haunted by Lost Run and Dark Memories. Let's get a Sidekick. You don't know this yet, but the second game I play today, I'm not allowed to use Sidekicks, so I might as well use Sidekicks now. I'll spend 2 to recruit. And more 2-cost cards. You're right, and I got Prodigy. It could be a copy, which is cool. Okay, got Misdirection loaded up. So let's do his effect. I need a better place to put these, because I keep tucking them behind the stream deck, and then I have to fish them out, and it's kind of awkward. Told you, it's a work in progress. 7. Yeah, this is my new stream setup I'm using, so this is kind of a trial run to make sure everything goes well. And so far, most things are going well, so I'm happy about that. Okay, I got the sequence. I got 0, 1. Of course, I don't have a 2 in hand. That would have been a really good sequence. And I don't have any draws for Gamora either. And I don't have any recruit except for 1. So I'll put the agent on top, but I might waste all my attack not hitting anything. But I'm going to shuffle at the end of the next turn, so that means none of these will end up in the shuffle. Maybe I should put something on top that will get into the shuffle. Oh, no, they'll all get into the shuffle. What am I talking about? I don't know what's going to come out. I'm going to put Sentient Bullets. No, I'm going to put Gamora on top of the deck. One of them. Because I might get more Deathlok mixed in with her. Coming up. Okay, what do you got, turn 8? It's the Dark Aster flagship. A villainous weapon. It doesn't matter what it does because there's nobody in the city, so this just gets KO'd. So let's blow up the flagship. It just flew without a pilot and landed in the middle of nothing. Who was that? A Kingsley, thank you so much for 3 months with a tier 1 sub. Very kind of you. I appreciate that. That ship blew up just for you. Well, yeah, nothing to hit. I'm not even going to play anything. I can't do anything. I can get 2, 3, 4, and that would be 5, 6 attack in 1 recruit. Yeah, this turn is a nothing turn. Foom also ate the pilot. You can't eat the pilot while the ship is in operation. Yeah, nothing happens. That was a fun turn. There's Gamora. Alright, give me a 2 and a 3. And some more hero classes. I really want to recruit Headlock, but I gotta get an officer or something soon, because it's not happening. Oh, the scheme twist will come, don't worry. Alright. That's something. Turn 9. Another Master Strike. Yeah, Fantomex can really mess you up and slow you down. So that's going to be 1 more Demolish, and it's going to be a 2 cost. So once again, Deathlok is gone. He keeps getting discarded. I keep getting I get to play with him, but there's nothing to hit anyway. Wow. Not a lot of points per turn for me with this this arrangement. So that's going to end up with 3 recruit. And I can't get anything from the HQ. Alright, if this is not a sign to tell me to get a shield officer, I don't know what is. So I'm going to spend my 3 recruit to get an officer. And if I'm lucky, it'll be a special one. It was a special one. Alright. I can send her undercover when I'm done. Or to get a rare if I need to. So that's awesome. Who's excited for Marvel Zombies next week? I hope it'll be good. It's going to be TVMA. It's going to be very zombie. And I'm excited to watch it. Alright, turn 10. Another twist. Speaking of Marvel Zombies, there she is. Alright, we gotta purge somebody from the time stream. So the choices are Morbius, Deathlok, or Ronin. Oh, that's a tough choice. I think I've invested too heavily in Deathlok. I want to keep him around. I want to take Headlock. Ronin's Dark Memories works very well with what I'm building. I have a lot of hero classes, so I'd love to be able to make that work. Morbius is the odd one out. He cares about different VP values. He's going to be kind of weak, given that some of this villain group has villainous weapons. There's no VP, and I can't get them in victory pile. Right now, I got Sentries, I got Exelon Monks, which is 2, and Nebulous, which is 4. So I got a blood frenzy of 3 right now. That will KO 3 of them, but I think he's the odd one out, no pun intended here. So I'm going to have to go with Morbius as being purged from the time stream. So Scalded by Sunlight's getting stacked there. And I got to add that to my list, which means I got to do more stuff. I lost my mouse cursor. I got to go down to the next line. All right, it was not, in fact, Morbin time. Is that what you said? Yeah, it was. The chat was blocked slightly, but I knew what you said. Somehow. Let's go here. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so now, whenever hero in the HQ whose hero name has been personally transferred to the other hero. Hey, what do you think happens first? Do I KO all the Morbiuses from the HQ, or do I tuck a hero that costs 6 or less from the HQ because the Scheme Twist effect is completed? I never really thought about that. The rule is when a Scheme Twist effect is completed, then you tuck a hero that costs 6 or less from the HQ as the solo rules. But this says whenever heroes in the HQ. I think the whenever effect takes priority, does it not? That's why I've been playing it. It's not part of the Scheme Twist effect, but it is kind of a universal interrupt. It would happen in the middle of any other effect. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to do some KO and I do these one at a time just in case there's some ambush effects from Shuri. Okay. Morbius. Oh, Gamora's rare. Another Morbius gets KO'd. There's a Shang-Chi. Oh, he also gets KO'd. I guess actually Morbius should get KO'd first, because they are all there at the same time. And that's Gamora, and now I have to KO Shang-Chi, who's also a person in the time stream. And I got Deathlok. Okay, I think they're all fine. Yep. They're good. And now I took a hero that cost 6 or less. Can't tuck the Infinity Crusher. Any of the others are fine. I like the Destroy Infinity Stone, which requires you to Soulbind. I don't have a lot of Soulbind fodder. And that's a more expensive option, probably not going to get to anytime soon. So I'm actually going to tuck this uncommon, believe it or not, even though I do want a 6 cost. I got Tactical Insight, probably a better choice to keep around for now. More reachable. Okay, well, my full recruit power is 3 unless I decide to play Prodigy as a copy of an agent, in which case I could get a 4 cost, which might not be the worst decision, because that would give me Reanimate into Service. Tech, you may send a shield hero into cover from your discard pile to the KO pile. Give me that 1 shield level. But I'm already very low on recruit power, and I'd rather keep Prodigy out to copy a recruit card so I can get even more recruit when I need it. So I think I'm not going to play Prodigy at all. I'm just going to go ahead and go with Tactical Insight, which works great for Gamora. Draw 2 cards to put a card from your hand on top of your deck. You get +1 attack for each card drawn that way if I have, if I play Wield the Blade of Thanos afterwards, so that's awesome. And there's Titanicide, which is what if draw 2 cards. A lot of cards going on top of the deck with her and Fantomex. Get some info there. My next hand looks pretty stacked. Look at that. Good stuff. And one more. By the way, for those who didn't see, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, there's a website on Upper Deck's site for Legendary Game of Thrones with another look at some of the cards and info. So if you're into that, you can, I think it's upperdeck.com/Game of Thrones. I forget the URL, but it's posted in the Discord and the Game of Thrones channel. And the Legendary Game of Thrones channel. Okay, we've got Sakaran Mercenaries. They have +2 attack while another villain is commanding. Wow, these guys just don't have any luck. Ambush. If another villain is commanding the followers of Ronan, each player gains a wound. So they are commanding and nothing happens. They're coming out in the perfect order for me. Do I have enough to hit the Mastermind here? I don't know. I think what I have to do is draw my card first. So let's begin with Authorized Lethal Force. I drew an agent. I got a pretty good Weapon X sequence, though. I don't have a shield level. So I'll show you. I got Sentient Bullets. My sequence is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally. So that's 5 attack per sequence. And I've got a second sequence here to do. So it's 5 more attack. I'm at 10. And then the extra card thing. I've got Wield the Blade, which is going to give me 1 attack base +1 for the extra card I drew with Deathlok. And I've got Mysterious Identity. I may choose a color and or a team icon. So that's going to be great for Fang Foom. So I got 2 attack, and I'm going to choose Strength. So now I've got all 5 classes. Check it out. Tech, Ranged, Covert, Instinct, and Strength. I'll play on my Trooper. That's a hit in the Mastermind, pretty sure. And then 1 Recruit. So Fang Foom is down 10 attack thanks to all 5 classes being played. He's only at 10 attack right now. 15 is bigger than 10, so let's go ahead and hit him for 10. With 5 left over. That was fun. The tactic is Multi-Pronged Assault. Each other player that affects me in solo from an enemy reveals at least 3 hero classes or gains a wound. There you go. I did it. So that's 1 tactic done, by the way. I am playing with the final blow unless otherwise mentioned. And I have 5 attack left over to even hit the Sakaran Mercenaries on top of that. So I'll do so. That's fun. 1 attack left. Yeah, can't complain. That was a great turn. It's okay. This thing could go sideways very quickly. Still. I still have to hit him 4 more times. Those hoping against me might still be fine. All right. Here we go. Turn number 12 is Detective Wolverine. What are you doing here? I get to tuck a Scheme Twist when I rescue this. Fingers crossed, hopefully. So the dragon's going to capture Detective Wolverine. Had no idea that was the bystander he captured. Or that was in the hero deck. Alright, 4 recruit, look at that. So with my 4, I've got some options. And by some options, I mean there's 1 card in the HQ I can get. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so much happened, I forgot the Fantomex thing. Alright, that should have been before I saw the card. So the fair thing to do would be to reveal it and then put it back, because I kind of cheated already by revealing the villain deck card. But let's see what it was. It was Gamora. I probably would have chosen to put Gamora back anyway, because this wouldn't be much hit anything, so she's going back on top of the deck. Actually, I probably would have chosen Fantomex, but I'll stick with that. Alright. So I've got Deathlok here I can use, which is going to be cool. Yep. Reanimate Disservice is mine. And we got, oh, Mesmerize. But it gets blown up because Morbius is gone. And then Gamora is still here. That's all that happens there. Yeah, I think this is a deceptively difficult game. So things could get out of control pretty fast. But I've got potentially... I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit here if I need it, and a card draw. But I only need 5, so I might use Prodigy to get Headlock actually. Although Titanicide is also a very good card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we're good. I don't have to get 7 cards this time. All right, turn number 13 is going to be another Scheme Twist. Okay, Gamora, Deathlok, Ronan. I think it has to be Ronan, unfortunately. It's a really tough choice. I could get Haunted by Lost this turn. Dark Memories is probably going to give me just as much attack as Weapon X sequences, which is a lot with all those classes. But Gamora is going to ramp up with her card draw. Infinity Crusher is not really going to work. I don't really have... Maybe it's good for 1 in this entire game. I don't think there's even 12 villains in my setup. But, oh, this is a very tough decision. I think it's gonna have to be Ronan. I already got one of his good cards. Yeah, Ronan's gotta go. He's getting purged. I feel bad about that one. Whoever he is, whichever Ronan this is. So let's add him to the list. Really banking on Gamora here. So Ronan is also purged from the time stream. Let's see who takes his place. And it's Fantomex. Alright, everybody here is safe for now. But who am I tucking? To the bottom. A third Wield the Blade of Thanos would be fantastic. This direction is also good with all the costs I have. Titanicide is also very good. I think it's gonna have to be Titanicide though. I gotta get lower costs in there. And there's Ronan. Not for long. Ronan gets KO'd now, and so does Morbius. And so does Ronan again. And Headlock is fine. Deathlok's Headlock is fine, but for how long? Alright, I'm gonna have to recruit him this turn because Deathlok could be gone any moment now. So, let's draw... Actually, let's do this. Before I draw with Deathlok, let's draw with Gamora. 1 attack, draw 2 cards. Okay? You put a card from your hand on top of your deck. I got 1 recruit and 1 attack. I want the recruit, so I'm putting it doesn't really matter, I suppose. So I'm going to put Montax here back on top, and I'll just draw him again. So Deathlok's going to draw Montax once again. So I drew 3 cards, which means when I play Gamora, I get 1 attack plus 2 for the 2 cards, or 3 for the 3 cards I've drawn. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet. 6, I've got 2 recruits. And you want to see a fun little thing I can do? I'm going to play Sharon Carter for 2. I'm going to play Prodigy as a copy of Sharon Carter. So, that means I play Prodigy, and as I do Sharon Carter's effect. I'm going to go 2 recruit. I'm going to choose to send Prodigy undercover. He goes to my victory pile, which means I get 1 more recruit. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now that I've done that, he goes back to the bottom of the sidekick stack, as the rest of the text says. But he was in there for a second, which was fun. I didn't really need to do that, but you know what? If I chose to send Sharon Carter undercover as well, I can get 8 and I can get the Infinity Crusher out of there, which is really tempting if I chose to do that instead. And if I did, I'm only going to be able to use this effect once because there's just not enough villains, but it is a hit on the Mastermind. If I don't do that, I can get a headlock, and I can get... If I do that, I can get headlock and misdirection, or I can get headlock and a sidekick. But 5 attack is 5 attack. But I'm leaning towards focusing on headlock too, so I'm going to keep Sharon Carter for now. Yeah. Again, I can only soul bind the 1 time. So we're gonna stick with the 7. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up headlock before he's gone. This is a key card. Wish I had it earlier, but I take what I can get. Mesmerize gets blown up. Destroy an Infinity Stone stays. I got 2 recruits, so we're gonna get a sidekick, and that sidekick is gonna be a standard, great for powering up Gamora. And then with 6 attack, I don't do anything. You can't forget the rule of cool. Very, very true. Very important. And no, I did not play a Fantomex misdirection that last turn, so no extra choices for me. Turn 14. Another Master Strike. Okay, demolish time. Oh, thank you very much for the water. I am now hydrated. Top card of the villain deck is going to be Deathlok's 4 cost. And there's no 4 cost in my hand. So that's wonderful. That is 4 strikes played. Only 1 more left for him to do. Unfortunately, my Weapon X sequence is not great. It's 0, 1. So each one of these gives me 2 attack. That's going to be 2, 4, 6, 7, no matter what class and cost I choose. And that's not going to go anywhere. So I won't choose any. And once again, I'll spend 2 recruit to get a sidekick. I'm wasting a lot of turns. And another standard one. Alright, I'm setting up for a really good Gamora turn coming up. I lose the game, by the way, when the entire hero deck is KO'd. And a string of twists could do that. There's 8 twists. There's 9 twists. There's only 8 heroes in the hero deck. So, I lose on twists, 8 twists. I think I can lose on 7 twists if I have an unlucky situation. But anyway, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn 15. Oh, there we go. I was just talking about those twists. Alright, so this is a tough decision. This is either Deathlok, Fantomex, or Gamora. I think right now it's going to be Deathlok. I did get a headlock out of it. I got some of his other cards. So I think he's going to have to go. He gives me the best surviving menu here. So Deathlok's going to get purged. Let's add him to the list. Deathlok has an A in it, but not a C. So refilling that spot is another Deathlok, so those are going to get KO'd already. I need to be second now. Okay. Running out of space for the KO'd stuff. And Shang-Chi gets KO'd. Just going to keep pulling. I'll do 1 animation. Okay, Ronan's gone. Gamora's there, so 1 more KO for Ronan. A lot of explosions. And now we're tucking somebody to the bottom. Assassin Stealth, I like the card draw, but it's a little late for the 2 recruit, I think. How much recruit do I have this? I only have 2 recruit this turn, so maybe I keep it so I can use it later. I wish I could tuck the rare, honestly, because I'm probably not going to ever get it. I'm going to... You know, I'm going to tuck... No, Weapon X Sequence is working well for me. And I want the 6 cost. But do I... You know what? I can get a sidekick that'll probably draw instead. So I'm going to tuck Assassin Stealth anyway. And I got Shang-Chi, so he gets KO'd. I got 3 brains. Alright, there's a 2 cost I can take. So, bye Shang-Chi. Alright, I can actually send somebody undercover this turn. Look at that. So, but no, I can't get the shield level first. I have to do the tech trigger. So, it's going to be a full shuffle before I do this. So, do I want to recruit? I don't, because I might get more recruit than 2. In which case, I can get a misdirection. That means these won't end up in the shuffle, but that's okay. There's a couple of grays there, too. Alright, let's draw. This draw is going to give me an agent. Next, we'll reanimate into service. Unfortunately, I shuffled in my KO pile, or my discard pile. So I will send something undercover, but it's going to be from the KO pile. 2 attack. I may send a shield hero undercover from the discard pile to the KO pile. Alright, I'm going to send this trooper undercover. So there you go. From the KO pile. I got a shield level of 1 now, which is cool. And my sequence is 2, 3, 4. So that's 3 more attack. Not that it's going anywhere. And Gamora gives me 2 attack, 1 for base, 1 for the draw, and I have 3 recruit. I did end up with 3. So 3 brains, we didn't look at that yet. That's Weapon X Sequence getting recruit instead of attack. If you got at least 3 recruit this way, draw a card. But I'm going to go with Misdirection again, which just has the raw sequence and the modification. I never actually sent Sharon Carter undercover. I sent the copy of Sharon Carter, which was Prodigy undercover, and then he went immediately to the bottom of the sidekick stack, because that's what he does at the end of his copy effect. Sharon Carter is still in my deck. Otherwise, she would. That was a bit confusing, so I know. Oops. Dropping cards. I just dropped the Fantomex. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Speaking of Fantomex, pretty sure I played a misdirection that turn. Yep. So I get 7. And I get to put 1 on top. Okay. I'm going to draw a bunch of cards anyway, so I don't have a what if effect either. It doesn't really matter what I put on top. So I'm going to put the trooper on top. Okay, turn 16. Do your worst. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, Morbius should not be here. He's been purged from the time. I didn't even look at what populated. Oh, and so is Cyclops. He gets KO'd. And so is, no. No, I never got rid of Shuri. I just tucked her to the bottom. Yeah, I can actually look at my list right there. So she's fine, but Cyclops goes away. He never even got a chance. Turn 16. All right, Korath's Disruptor Rifle. Which would get captured by Korath in the city or somebody else, but it immediately gets KO'd because the city is clear. Yeah, this empty city is really hurting. All those, and those would have been cool to get, but Fang Foom wants to do this stuff on its own. Alright, so I gotta be careful here. I don't have a 2 cost. So if I want to play the Weapon X sequence and bridge the gap between the 0, 1, 2, 3, I might have to play this now before I play the sidekick. I could draw another 2 cost. And I could end up getting a 4. Which would go to 5. But that would be a gamble. If I play it now, I mean, I don't have enough to hit. Well, I might have enough to hit after everything. It would be 0, 1, 2, 3, it'll be 4. If I play the sidekick, it'll be 0, 1, it'll be 2. I mean, small attack's not going to hit anything anyway, so I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to play the sidekick first. And we'll see. 1 and 2. I was hoping for the second one. Nope. That's fine. Good luck re-sleeving. So I don't have shield level 3. Let's start with this headlock, though. I do get 3 recruit off of that. My shield level is only 1, so I may send a shield card from my discard pile undercover. I will do that. Let's send an agent undercover right now and give me a shield level of 2 and some more VP. Let me Let me use this die for the shield level. So my shield level here is 2, so you can remember. I got some good recruit this turn. So 4, 5. Now Sharon Carter, I can get 8, but I'll play her for 7 total, and I'll stop there. I need the recruit she provides, so she's got to stick around. I can get Destroy an Infinity Stone and give me a 6 cost and some card KO, which will, if I get rid of my grays, I'll have more hands of different costs and different colors, classes for the Mastermind. So let's pick up Destroy an Infinity Stone for 6. And Shang-Chi gets purged. Oh, only one. Only one purge right now. And I won't even bother playing any of my attack because I'm not going to hit anything. I can just double check. So I've got Strength, Covert, Ranged. He's minus 6. I get 14. And I'll have 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. So I'll end it right there. Okay. I have all the pieces. I have all the pieces I need for a success, but they got to show up at the same time. Turn 17. All right, another. So the attendants here get +2 attack while another villain is commanding. Ambush, reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a villain that enters an empty city space. Oh, they might actually do something. So let's see. We've got. It is a villain, not the ones they were hoping for. So I did speed things up a little bit. So these enter an empty city space. I'm going to put them all the way in the streets for no good reason. But the excellent attendants are still commanding the group, so they do not get their bonus. I don't think I've used so few dice in a game so far. Well, I've got some draws. I got some good stuff to do. Let's start with our Tactical Insight. We're going to draw 2 cards and put a card from my hand on top of my deck. It's going to cause a reshuffle, but that's fine. Agent and a shuffle. We got our second one. 1 and 1 more. 2. I'm gonna draw more anyway, so doesn't matter what I put on top. Let's. I already have a 2 cost for the sequence, so let's get rid of this sidekick and draw 2 more cards. 1, 2. Let's keep track of cards drawn over here. So I've drawn 4 cards over here. This is shield level. This is cards drawn. And let's draw a 5th card. It's a Sharon Carter, and I have shield level 1 or more, so I get 1 more attack. And I can't draw any more cards this way, so it's time to play Gamora's best card, in my opinion, Wield the Blade of Thanos, so I get 1 more attack, plus 1 attack for each card I drew this turn. I drew 5 cards. I'm at 8 total attack after I add 5. Let's do a... Let's do a Soulbind. I got 3 attack up to 11. And Instinct, Soulbind, KO a card from your hand or discard pile. My discard pile is empty. So I think I'm going to KO from my hand. I only have 2 recruit. I have 4 actually. Chameleon Beast is a great card. It's dual class for Fang Foom. So I might just KO the Trooper actually. So I will Soulbind one of these Ultron Sentries. Put it to the bottom of that stack to KO this Trooper. Hopefully I don't need that exact 1 attack to hit the Mastermind. I don't feel like counting it right now though. Let's check out Weapon X sequence. I've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. I'm at 16 now. And I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. As far as Fang Foom, he gets minus 2, 4, 6, 8. He's at 12. Plenty of attack to hit him, so let's do so. And again, I have enough left to hit some of the villains in the city. So I rescue Detective Wolverine. Let's do that first, for no good reason. Okay, investigate the villain deck for a villain worth 1 VP and put it into your victory pile. Top 2 cards of the villain deck are 2 Scheme Twists, which is absolutely incredible because now I get to tuck them both to the bottom of the villain deck. The villain deck is very thin though. Look, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, 7 cards total. So I'm going to survive as long as I can thanks to Detective Wolverine, but I still might not survive. Anyway, let's do our tactic now. It is whatever this is. Alien Dragon Tech. Here on the HQ, get size changing all classes this turn. Okay. If I give it to Gamora's rare, I get it for free. It goes down to 0. So yeah, let's give it to Infinity Crusher so I can get it out of there. And well, let's blow up the tactic first. Tactic for me, if I can pick it up. And we're gonna take the Infinity Crusher for 0. If I can use that trigger for the very last fight, great. Oh, and we got some KOs. Shang-Chi. Here we go. Shang-Chi, and then Ronin, and then Shuri is safe. So where do I have them? Ronin's over here. Shang-Chi's over here. Okay, I've got 4 attack left. I'm going to hit the Sentries. They get empowered by Covert before they get any stronger. Plus, I get more KO. So let's take out the Sentries for 2. And I'll KO an agent. I gotta start hitting real hard the last few turns. 4 recruit as well. I have 3 Camellia beads. Get empowered. This one gives me recruit. I really don't need that right now, but the double classes does help me against Fang Foom. I've also got Wield the Blade of Thanos, and I got a lot of draw. That's gonna give me more raw attack power, but I'm gonna take one of the 3 Camellia beads before I end up having to, you know, purge Shuri. I think I want to still keep Sharon for now. It's towards the end of the game, but her being covert is worth basically 2 attack towards the Mastermind if I don't get a Gamora. But we'll see. I'll hold on to her just for now. Okay. My new hand. Not as good. But it's something. Okay, we've got... Okay, there's another twist. I know 2 are at the bottom, but I do have to deal with this one. Yeah, sorry, Cyclops is here. We're going to KO more things. So before I take care of that, Cyclops, Ronan, Morbius, Cyclops, Gamora. Alright, I'll just blow up this stack. I'll sort them later. Now I gotta purge somebody else. Fantomex, Gamora, or Shuri. I already said I was gonna get rid of Shuri. So I'm gonna do that. Even though I don't need this Fantomex card, I got some good sequence power going. So we're gonna stack Shuri here. I'm gonna run out of space in my Is this gonna overlap? No, I put her in the wrong row. It should be stand by. I might have to do some abbreviations. Oh, no, it just barely fits. Okay. There's one more twist before the last 2. So let's refill and then get rid of... Okay, this Shuri gets KO'd. And her rare gets... Oh! No ambush, though. I thought it might have been an ambush. No. Hey, so, does she do her ambush before she gets KO'd when she appears? I never really encountered that before. I think the answer is yes. She does come into the HQ and does ambush. And then she gets KO'd, right? It's kind of funny when you think about it. Alright, I gotta tuck somebody now. I don't need the recruit. I do like the card draw, though. I don't need 3 brains as recruit, though. Oh, and Shang-Chi's rare is going to get KO'd, and so is Shang-Chi's common, and so is Cyclops, and so is Morbius, and so is Morbius, and not Fantomex, though. Not yet, anyway. I'm just tired of doing that, so let's see how I do. Let's start by drawing a card. Love these unique situations. I draw into Headlock. Okay, cool. I get +1 attack for the shield level. What is my shield level? It's only 2. Unfortunately, I don't get to increase the shield level right now. But, well, I do. I just don't get to benefit from it yet. So 3 recruit. I will send a shield card from my discard pile under cover. And I trust Montax, so I'm gonna go ahead and send him undercover. Good luck on your mission. Now my shield level is 3. I need a black die for a shield level. I should probably get one of those. I think they make those. Now, let's use the blade. Only 2 attack for this, for the 1 card I drew. What does my sequence look like? I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's 6 attack. That's a really good sequence. And I get to do it again. I get another sequence. I get 6 more attack. That's 15. That's a Mastermind hit. 2 more recruit. If he's at Tech, Strength, Instinct, Covert, Range. I got all 5 classes, so he's down to 10. Thanks, Mr. Draft, and thanks for the setup. It's going right down to the wire here. Any special inspiration for this setup from you, or just thought it would be fun? Alright, we got Flammable Acid Breath, because of course we do. KO the top of the hero deck, but each other player KOs a hero of that hero class in the discard pile. Alright, top card of the hero deck is... he was going to get KO'd anyway. Joke's on you. But I do have to KO a strength from my discard pile. And there aren't any, so I'm safe. That was a total whiff for him. That's very funny. Only 2 more hits. One of them can be Soulbind. Let's see if I can do it. I got 5 attack left. Let's go ahead and take care of the Exelon attendants. Science Taking doesn't only work for 1 hit on the Mastermind, so if I had 5 more attack, I could hit him again right now. Okay. Let's take him out. Down to 2. Alright. Really cutting it close here. What's gonna be the best route I can get to help me succeed? My sequences are really good, but I've also got Tactical Insight that I think I have to take another Blade of Thanos. Or maybe Card Draw will work better because I won't get in the way of other things. I can get Assassin's Stealth and Tactical Insight, and I'll just draw a bunch of cards. Let's take Tactical Insight. Card Draw works great right now, powering those up. And... nope. Nope. Yes. Okay. Take care of those guys. And I will take the other Assassin's Stealth. It'll give me Recruit, but also a card draw won't get in my way. I want to draw as much as I can. No Cyclops. No Shuri. No Shocknet. We got Deathlok's also... Oh, Deathlok should also be gone, too. I forgot he was gone. Alright. Oh, Fantomex is rare. And let's see who else. Ronan's rare's gone. Cyclops is gone. This might take a while, you guys. See, I could run out the hero deck without even knowing it this way. Alright. KO all of those. Now, that's the end of this turn. Don't have a lot of time left for 2 more hits, but I'm going to try. Because that's all I can do. This is probably not a Mastermind hitting turn. Okay, maybe. I'll draw some cards. Okay, turn 19 gives us another Master Strike. His final one. Getting demolished for a 4 cost. Gizmo, what does Black Panther have to do with this? Okay. Just joking. I have to discard Reanimate into service. Thanks to the Demolish. He gets demolished. And I'll play Tactical Insight for the sole purpose of making my next hand better. So I draw Assassin's Stealth and Sentient Bullets. Oh, that's a tough one. How much deck am I going to get this turn? I got... If I draw them both... I can't. Yeah, so if I draw Assassin's Stealth, put Fantomex back on top, and then play her to draw Fantomex, that's a sequence of 4. And then I'll have, I'm just trying to play this out and see. Then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 attack. That can get Fantomex down to 20, 18, 16, 14. I think I'm short 2 if I do that. Let me just double check. If these weren't gray, I'll probably be able to do it. Okay, yeah, draw 2 cards, put a card from hand top of your deck, and then I draw Assassin Stealth, and then I draw it, and then, yeah, that'll be 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. That's it, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 5, 9, 10, 12. Yep, I'm just short 1 class to be able to do that, so that's too bad. Back to this. So I drew these 2 over here. Knowing that I can't do that now, I want to set up for the best next turn possible. I'm going to put Sentient Bullets on top, because that's the most uncommon cost, I think. So I put them on top of my deck. Or I could just draw it and draw a full fresh hand anyway. And I do have Misdirection as well. So let's do this. Let's play Tactical Insight. We'll play Misdirection, giving me, with this sequence, is 2, 3. I'll adjust my hand next time. And I think I'll just end my turn there without drawing with Assassin Stealth, because I know what's on top of there. Yeah, I still only have 4 classes. Oh, I had 3 classes. Because, yeah, it would be Covert, Ranged, Ronan. So I can make that Instinct, Attack, or Strength. He's only -6. That would put him at 14 attack, and I only had 12 in that scenario. So I'm gonna do this. No recruiting, no nothing. I'll end it here. Unless I missed something, but I think I did that math correctly. Okay, now I get to do Fantomex's hand modification. Alright, not exactly what I wanted. I got 1 more card, and let's see. Alright, that's a sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a really good sequence. This is 12 attack right here. This is a Mastermind hit. I gotta put something back on top. But to get that sequence, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need all 6 of these cards. So if I put the 6 back on top, that means both of these... Oh, I get to draw a card with Deathlok, so it doesn't matter. So I'll put Gamora on top and draw a card later. Okay, this is good. This is really good. Back to the villain deck. Turn 20. No more demolishing can happen. So the Orb. Ambush. So this doesn't happen. I don't put all heroes in the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck because... oh, no worries. This would have been a cool one to get. But it never enters the city because there's no villain, so it just gets exploded. I haven't had a single villainous weapon enter the city. So let's go. Let's do our thing. Starting with Deathlok. We already know what that's going to be. Draw a card. There's Gamora again. Shield level 1. I get +1 attack. Just for my own aesthetics, I kind of want to arrange these in the class. So... let's play Sharon Carter for 2 recruit. I'll send her undercover this. No, I can't send her undercover. I need her. I could later, actually. Let's do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to see those all together. Let's go. Let's do our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Weapon X sequence. I'm at 7 attack with the first one, and the second one's going to be 6 more. With 13. And I'll play Sharon Carter this time. Oh, no, I need her for Fang Foom. I gotta check the rules. It cares about cards you played this turn. So if I send her undercover, I'm pretty sure I still get to counter. I've forgotten. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to have it anymore, so I can actually play her and get rid of her, and it still count covert. So I get 2 recruits, or 3, because I'll send her undercover. She did a great job so far. Now my shield level is 4. And, alright. I'll play Komodo Beads. I'll choose getting powered by, Tech. So I get 2 recruit. And I'll play Headlock, which is going to give me 3 more recruit up to 8. And I get +3 attack for having the right classes. No soul binding for me. I'm at 19 attack. Oh man, I can almost hit him twice, I think. I think I've got Tech, Covert, Range, Strength, Instinct. Well, let's see what happens when I hit him. I hit him for 10. He gets -10. I love having all the classes, having a spectrum strategy. It's so fun. Okay, size Supersonic Dive Attack. KO the top card of the hero deck. Each other player reveals their hand and discards the hero of that hero class. I played everything, so that won't do anything, but I do end up KOing Cyclops. Who once again, man, Cyclops is the punching bag this time. Man, I am short literally 1 attack to win the game right now. Because he still gets his reduced attack. Man, that hurts. If you know what would have saved me? If I had a gray. If I had a gray 0 cost, I could have won this turn. But I'm gonna have to trust in Gamora. Alright, but I can get a rare this turn. I can get this other rare Fantomex with Weapon X sequence. So I will. And let's see what else comes up. Oh, I can't take that now. I'll take Tactical Insight because it's going to draw some more cards. Or Wield the Blade, but I'd rather draw cards and not get clogged with too many Wield the Blades with not a lot of card draw. Okay. So, we got only Gamora and Fantomex in the HQ, so they're fine. Alright, you guys. Before I play my new hand there are 4 cards left in the villain deck. 3 of them are twists. The bottom 2 are also twists. So we'll see. I didn't play a Fantomex Misdirection that turn. So let's see if this hand is enough to hit. This is probably going to be enough to hit. That's 3 cards drawn, plus extra attack, plus Weapon X sequence, 2, 3, 4. And more cards. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it on here on turn 21. Thank you for the hydration. I've got... Oh, it's not a twist. It's Korath. He's like, where's all my stuff? He gets +2 attack while he commands the followers. Ambush. Each player may draw a card. For each player that did reveal a card from the villain deck, play a followers of Ronin card from among the cards you revealed this way. Put the rest back in any order. By same effect, there's no downside. All the rest of the cards are twists. So yeah, I'll draw a card. It's Gamora's rare. So maybe I'm just going to win that way. Okay. He's at 6 attack. Should we Infinity Crush the dragon? Should we do that? That sounds fun to me. Let's go! Let's start with Tactical Insight. 1 attack. Draw 2 cards. It's going to be a reshuffle. It's the Infinity Giraffes. The more stones they collect, the longer their necks get. It does feel like Monster Hunter. Man, I love Monster Hunter. If I was set for life and you know, didn't have to work, I'd probably just play Monster Hunter all day. Because otherwise I cannot commit to playing it. Alright. I got one more game to play after this, so hopefully you stick around. Doesn't matter what I put on top. Put the giraffes on top because I'm going to draw them in a second. I haven't updated this, by the way. I drew 2 cards this turn. So we're going to draw the giraffes back, and we'll get +1 attack. I drew in a 3rd card. What's my sequence? I can't keep these cards straight. Alright, Headlock, 3 recruit. Do I have 6 villains? The Soulbind? I think I do. Just barely. Okay, I got 3 more attack. I'm at 5. And let's check out what my sequence is. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. I'm at 9. I drew 3 cards this turn. That's 12 for the first one. Actually, 13. Base plus those. Next one is 4 more up to 17. 2 recruit, And let's do the thing. Before I do that, by the way, technically, you can defeat the Mastermind and still finish out your turn. But I like to do the Mastermind last anyway. So let's hit Korath for 6 to get that extra VP. And I get to draw a card when I do. So we'll take them out. And I get to draw a card. It's Assassin Stealth. Awesome. By the way, I should be revealing the villain deck, which is 3 Extreme Twists, but I knew that already. I'll play Assassin Stealth right now, since I got to draw a card. So if you're not playing with the Final Showdown, the way it works is, yeah, so the Final Blow is different. The game, if you win the game ends as soon as you end your turn. So you can hit the Mastermind, do the Final Blow, and then do other stuff. And then you end your turn, that's when the game ends. If evil wins, the game ends immediately at that moment. So let's draw a card with Assassin Stealth, and I get to recruit. That's for flair. I like to end the game as soon as I hit the Mastermind. Draw 2 more cards. Here, Kylie, you can go on top of the deck. And I got Sentient Bullets. What's my sequence now? I got 1. So I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a sequence of 6. I'm an 18 attack. So when I play the Infinity Crusher, I'm at 23 attack. That I could use to just straight up hit him. What's the fun in that? I got Guardians of the Multiverse. Soulbind 6 villains. You get infinity attack usable only for a single fight. So let's Soulbind 1, 2, 3, 4. All my followers of Ronin and 1 Ultron Sentry. They're getting Soulbound. And now I have... Hold on. Infinity attack for a single fight. And I'll use that fight to fight the Mastermind. I hit him harder than he's ever been hit before. And I take out the dragon for excessive violence of infinity. And we won the game. That was fun. My infinity attack is gone. I still have like 20. Whatever. 7 recruit left over. That was a fun setup, Mr. Giraffe. Thank you very much. It was very, very close. I might have lost without Detective Wolverine helping, but I don't know. It was very close. Whew, that was a good one. Let me go ahead and redeem those points and count my VP, and then I'll transition into the second game of the day. It was a win, so those who believed in me are getting rewarded right now. So there you go. All right, what was my VP at the end of the game? How did that look? So when you soulbind enemies, you still get their VP. So I'll do a little bit of sorting right now. And then I'll move on to my next game, which has significantly fewer heroes than that one did. So 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 25, 32, 39, 46, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58 VP. Pretty good. Good game for me. Alright, thank you again, Mr. Giraffe, for that setup. I'm going to move on to play my second setup of the day in just a second. It's going to be a quick reset. I have it off to the side. But those who just stuck around for this game, thank you very much, and I'm happy to be back, and stay tuned for more streams. Check out the Discord for announcements on the tournament and stuff. And those watching this one, I'll see you later.